This is Sean with Toodaloo Cards, and I wanted to respond to Mr. Mangini. He had some, what I think were great points about baseball cards in particular, which he loves to look at. The idea that there's this, animosity between vintage collectors and modern collectors. I collect both modern and vintage. And I think a lot of people do. Do all modern collectors collect vintage? No. I know some modern collectors who stay modern. That's what they know, that's what they love. I know some vintage collectors that know nothing about, they're intimidated by all the swirls and sparkles and chasing parallels and, on card, off card, on brand, off brand, license, guaranteed, authenticated. It's a lot so a lot of people stay with the vintage. But a lot of us who are baseball fans and collect cards, who grew up collecting, we've always wanted the cool vintage cards, obviously. You want the Mickey Mantles, the Willie Masons, the Jackies, the Stan Usuals, the Yogi Bears. I mean, of course, all these. You could go on and on and on and on and on, depending on where you're from, who you know. The point being, there's just so much of rich, personal, you could call that nostalgia, that you have a personal connection to the game throughout your life. And being that it is America's pastime, there is so much we are connected to and drawn to in terms of culture. Like, think of Jackie Robinson, breaking the color barrier. Obviously, historically dramatic and necessary for us as a world, and it's been influencing the game today. And baseball does a phenomenal job of recognizing its past and paying homage and tribute, and taking its past seriously. Hence the reason why one of my favorite players is not even in the Hall of Fame, and yet may have been one of the greatest, certainly has the greatest amount of hits of all time, Pete Rose. And so the history of the game of baseball is so important to today's modern times that these relics from the history do retain some sort of value. They mean something and matter to our culture, and people are willing to hold on to them and steward them. And that's what takes me into the next kind of conversation that's often happening in the hobby is that am I an investor? Am I a collector? Did they count as my net worth? No. Yeah, no, this is just for fun. Well, here. These are historic, iconic players. So I guess one of the things that I could say, vintage versus modern, I mean, you tell me. How do you not appreciate the game, the history of the game, the players that played? Here's my favorite player of all time, Ricky Henderson.